Nuts Radio.
North America, welcome back to Nuts Radio, the #1 South Asian urban radio station in North America. This is for your host this afternoon, MC Tito. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a special treat for you this afternoon. We talk about spoken word. We talk about an artist with an artistical background that, you know what, takes you away, takes your breath away. It's a new style, a new concept from beginning to development. His name is Kanvar Singh, a.k.a. Hunble the Poet, is an elementary school teacher by day. But you know what? Some would say by night, an MC, spoken word artist. But you know what? He's got something different, something new, and people across the world love him for who he is and how he is able to just make magic happen on the mic. Hunble, welcome to the Nuts Radio Studios. How are you? You having a good time?
Yeah, man.
Thanks so much for coming in. How was your drive into the studio today?
A little bit of traffic.
A little bit of traffic, eh?
Got in a little bit late.
Good old DVP, eh?
It's the Gardner, man. It's, the Gardner, all of a sudden, it just gets blocked up. You're driving 120 1 second, the next minute you're crawling.
You got it, brother. You know, you've got such an interesting career. You've done so much growth, and I would say over the last couple of years, it's just continuously growing. And, one of my first questions to you was today is, when was the first time that you picked up a mic and you really knew that you wanted to do spoken word?
The first time I wanted to do spoken word, I was in the audience, and I was at a show at Hamilton for a rapper named Chaos. And the opening act was a Toronto poet named Ian Kamau. And I'm fortunate to still be in contact with him. And he just did this amazing performance, and I was like, I could do this too. And, I started writing some stuff at home, and then I signed up to go to York University for some slam poetry competition. And I signed up, went there, signed in, and just chickened out and went home. And then probably like 3 years later, I probably went to some small little cafe in downtown Toronto for a spoken word competition.
Right.
I entered, made it to the finals.
Were you nervous when you stepped onto the stage?
Yeah, the thing with spoken word or any type of performance is when you're in front of a large group of people, there's an initial anxiety, going in front of people. But when you're on stage long enough, it kind of goes away. So, after the first 5 minutes, you're still up there and, they're showing you love, so you keep going.
So, you know what? We talk about being an artist and, from grassroots to development, on a daily basis, what motivates you to be on top each and every day?
Well, one of my new motivations is I no longer go to my day job anymore. So
really?
Yeah, this is the bread and butter. So every day is a work day.
And when did this happen that you stopped teaching and you started to go right into your career of spoken word?
The beginning of 2011.
2011, wow.
Yeah.
And what were you teaching? What grade before?
I was teaching the third grade elementary
grade?
school in Toronto, yeah.
Wow, awesome. That's really cool. How'd you like that? You enjoed that?
It was
Giving
great.
back to the community?
It was awesome. It's I got to teach in the same neighborhood I grew up in, same type of kids.
Which is?
In Rexdale.
Rexdale.
Yes, sir.
All the Punjabi MCs, how you doing?
Exactly. So out there in Rexdale, children of new immigrants, brand new to the country. So it was a great experience, but at the same time, my heart was somewhere else, and it'd be a disservice to the kids if I kept in it, where my mind was somewhere else during the day.
You got it. And, there's a lot of wonderful fans across North America who listen to Nuts Radio every day, and they've seen your YouTube page, they've seen your website, and there's a lot of youngsters who want to be spoken word artists, who want to be MCs. What advice would you give them in their growth?
You just got to work extremely hard. It's like, you got to take anything that you want to do and treat it like a language. It's going to take a very long time to feel comfortable doing it, and it's going to be extremely discouraging in the beginning. So you have to keep working extremely hard at it and work harder than everybody you know at it. And I think that's what it is.
And when you write your material,
yeah,
is there a process that you go through? Like, do you go to a cafe? Do you sit down? Do you listen to music? Like, what is that little bit of secret that you have behind to kind of put those words together?
There's no secret. I think it's just observing, soaking things in. It's probably a lot more observation than actual writing, and letting things kind of formulate in your head. So when you're ready to kind of put pen to paper, things start to make sense.
And how can people get a hold of you?
You guys can poke me on Facebook, facebook.com/HumbleThePoet, twitter.com/HumbleThePoet. They can get all my music for free at HumbleThePoet.com. And I also have a blog, thepoetproject.com.
Awesome. And you know what? You love spoken word. You love to be an MC. What's your other hobby that you really enjoy?
I love riding my bike. I love it. That's my happy time.
Mountain bike, race bike?
I got a little speed bike.
Speed bike?
Yeah, a little light street.
BMX?
No. I guess it may not even be a street bike. Kind of like an overpriced, lightweight, no gears.
No shocks?
No shocks. So it's just straight for the path, and
just get on it and just ride.
You ride as fast as you can, and I put on my headphones, and that's where I do all my thinking, get all my ideas. I'm actually working on a couple of other projects as well.
Okay.
I just started, kind of finished up the research element of a movie script I'm writing.
Wow.
So I'm kind of working with a couple of other people to do a period piece about some very interesting Canadian history that I don't have enough information to share with you guys now, but I'm going through the whole process of writing the story and converting it to a script, and I'm hoping to have that by the end of the year done. And I also launched a website platform called brownpeople.com.
Brownpeople.com. And
Yes.
what's brownpeople.com? Because I'm looking at my skin. I got a little dark, it's a little sunny out there. I sometimes feel like I'm getting darker and darker each day. But, what is brownpeople.com all about?
Okay, well, it's brownppl.com for those who want to check it out. And pretty much we're creating a unique platform for content sharing. And it'll go live, the beta version, in August. So y'all can check it out, but you can sign up now. We've already got about 15,000 members.
And what's the address?
brownppl.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. brownppl.com. Humble the Poet. New structure. Something huge coming out. You can email me right now at request@notchradio.com. Hit me up in the studios at 647-260-2294. We are live in the studios with North America's best word-spoken artist, the one and the only Humble the Poet. And you know what, Humble? A couple of quick questions for you.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite color?
Wow.
Let's say white today.
White?
Yeah.
Is that because you're wearing a white shirt?
Yes.
So every day you wear something, you would say white?
Well, you know what? If it makes me feel good and it makes me look good, then it's going to be my favorite.
You're probably laughing at my pink shirt today, but
No, I
it's
like
okay.
that. It works. You're pulling it off.
Try,
You know
So it's a
why?
trend.
Because it matches the glasses. The
Thank
tint.
you, sir. Thank you
There you
very
go.
much. And you know what? What would be your favorite food? Tim Hortons or McDonald's?
Oh, Timmy's. I'm a vegetarian. There's nothing at McDonald's for me.
Right on. You just recently came out with a new track that we're going to feature here today.
Yes.
It's the Morny, and it's very comical. It's very word spoken. The way that you put it together. A lot of people are really enjoying the track. And when that first track came out, you kind of recreated it.
Yeah.
And as we go away from this segment, we're going to take a listen to it. We're going to come back and what did you really enjoy about it? In 2 words.